Hey guys, welcome back to We Watched a Movie. My name's Michael.
My name's JT.
There's a book out. We already did a video on it, and we have another video to do on it today, and probably more coming up from the upcoming classic, happening classic from Dustin McNeil and Travis Mullins, Taking Shape 2.
Some good man.
Look at this thick. That's what I told her. I said, look at this thick thing.
And then she never called him again.
Look how thick it is.
Hey man, I'll tell you what, it's a great read.
Yeah.
Those guys really know how to put it into the text, and it smells wonderful as well.
Oh, when I smell books, I have to poop. Every time I walk into Barnes & Noble, I have to poop. It's just weird.
I don't know, for some reason, it just makes me want to bang a librarian.
Shit.
Let's talk about a little side thing called Halloween H25.
Yes.
And now you're thinking to yourself, what the fuck, you dumb shit asshole?
What are you talking about?
You must be high and you must be smoking crack out of Mike's butt.
Well, we are, but still, the point is that this book it's Taking Shape 2, the Lost Halloween sequels, and it's an exploding offer, Dean. We are giving one of these away to you guys. They were nice enough to send us a couple copies of this and one to give away to you all. So all you have to do if you want to win this book, look how thick it is. Seriously, Brenda, look how thick it is.
So big.
We're giving away a copy of this. All you have to do is be subscribed to the channel, share whatever your favorite Rewatch the Movie video is on whatever social media network
you know what?
want.
Let me think. None.
Yeah.
They all suck.
Yeah, you should be ashamed of us. But if you're not,
ashamed of me.
Share one of our videos, comment down below that you shared it, what platform you shared it on, and make sure you're subscribed, and we will randomly pick a winner, and we will send this beautiful book to you, thanks to these guys who sent it to us. But
there's been a lot of weird type of conspiracy theories or about like what would happen after the goddamn travesty of Halloween Resurrection. But by God, it's answered in this book. It was a treatment. Okay, so it wasn't a full-fledged out script at all, but the ideas were there. They were solid. So basically, it's 100% a follow-up to Resurrection, okay? And I'm talking about that turd that wasn't flushed down the toilet. Now, I gotta say something about H25. There's a lot of bad shit in it. There's a lot of nougat in the turd, but sometimes it comes through crystal light clear, and you're like, you know what? That smells decent.
the cornerstones of this movie are built on pure ass, and you'll hate it. You'll hate it into the night. The whole idea that surrounds it is garbage sauce. But when you look a little bit deeper, as you said, when you look a little bit deeper into the nougat, there are some great ideas in there. I'll say this. Number one, the worst thing that they were going to do, they were going to bring back Busta Rhymes. They were going to bring back the character of Freddy. He was going to lead the film. We follow up off of Halloween Resurrection. You remember the last shot, Michael's eye opening in the morgue. He starts to kill people. Some officers run in. They shoot him. And you think that we're actually picking up. But someone yells, cut. And then you realize that this is a very meta. It's a documentary that's being filmed about what happened after Resurrection.
I smell Wes Craven's asshole.
and the whole thing is being produced by Busta Rhymes' character Freddy as a documentary about what happened with Michael Myers, and now they're flipping him to be a good guy. He's filming this documentary for the victims of Michael Myers, for all the people from all the movies that had to deal with all that shit, and he's going to give the proceeds to a charity. So they're going to have this documentary screened, and all the victims of all the past Michael Myers movies. Sheriff Brackett was going to be there. Meeker was going to be there. The girl
Tommy
from Halloween Resurrection was going to be there. Tommy Doyle was going to be there.
John Tate.
They didn't say John Tate, actually.
Yeah, they did.
They never said John Tate.
Yeah, they did.
No, they did not.
Well, I don't give a fuck.
They did not.
It's poetic license.
But they were actually planning to have John Carpenter in the audience too.
That would never happen.
He would have never fucking done it.
By the way,
he would have never done it.
I love these guys because, you know, that wrote the book, because they actually say it probably wouldn't have happened, because when he was asked about what he thought of Resurrection, the only words that were responding from his lips was, "Oh God, Lord." So I'm pretty sure John Carpenter was a pass.
He would have been. But they had the balls to put him in the
Let me tell you something. It goes against the grain as far as what H2O was doing. It doesn't erase shit. It actually is a direct sequel to not only Resurrection, but also to Revenge, Return, and Curse of Michael Myers. So it's a direct sequel to all those films. It's not discounting any of them. That's badass. That's really cool. The fact that Michael Myers is now, he's been spirited away to an underground FBI facility in Chicago, and they're experimenting on him. and doing all these tests to find out what makes Michael Myers tick. I think that's kind of cool, but at the same fucking time, I'm like, I've seen this shit.
Jason X.
Jason X, yeah. It's the same fucking, it's the same deal. It's the same exact deal, and I didn't like the fact that they weren't even, like, Jason X made sense, right? The military had him down there to, like, figure out how he can regenerate and, like, you know, to use that in their maybe army men simulations. If they could figure out how he regenerates, they can maybe harness it, refine it, and then give it to soldiers. In this particular case, they were just down there. If they could figure out why Michael Myers kills, they can stop him. Fuck off. The FBI wouldn't give a shit. They'd be like, well, I want to know how to turn this motherfucker into a weapon.
It would have made sense. It would have made sense had they been trying to learn how he was supernatural, how he could take all this punishment and keep ticking. But like you said, in the treatment, all they were trying to do was figure out what made him kill. So basically, they were mind hunting Charles Mansoning him.
Yeah.
They were doing that with him, which makes no sense. But it's crazy because this agent shows up and she's actually talking to Freddy and she's telling him, look, she had Michael Myers' ashes. She had his ashes. She's like, no, I brought these, like, Mr. Fucker. I brought the cat's ashes. She had the ashes of Michael Myers. She's like, he's dead. He died.
Is that my cat, or did you just spray paint its ass?
The story is that Michael Myers got shot in the morgue and then he died, but secretly they took him down to this underground plant in Chicago, and it was just like Jason X, and they were testing him. What's hilarious about that is that they put a shock collar on him, which is that's like they watched our video.
I was so, like, blown away. Okay, so oh my god, I am fucking oh, Dr. Loomis' place. That shit's still the funniest fucking thing I've ever been a part of in my life. But that's what it was. Like, they kept Michael Myers subdued in an underground FBI facility in Chicago because he had a fucking shot collar on him that was gonna fucking light his nuts up with 6,000 volts, and he had something else that would prevent him from escaping. Well,
they also had they needed the guard's hand scans, and he had like a GPS tracker.
But he's been electrocuted. He was like, I'm scared of that shit.
Yeah, but it's hilarious because the dumbest part of all of this, and again, there's good things in this, and we'll get to that. But the dumbest part of all of this is that the agent would come up to him, and she would constantly. She was basically a Dr. Loomis type character. She would try to test him, prod him, show him victims. They would test his heart rate to see if his heart rate rose when they showed him the mask or whatever. And one of the beautiful things about this is they explained what he looked like. He didn't have the mask, and it was actually stroke of genius, kind of.
That was pretty cool.
Because you can't put the mask on him, but you have to show him. He had an orange jumpsuit, much like the jumpsuit he would have been wearing, but he had a hospital mask on, which you have to imagine, as the book references, looks exactly like what he looked like in Halloween 4. He has the
wraps,
the dressings on, and an orange jumpsuit on.
Yeah.
So they have the shock collar on him. Eventually, he escapes, but while she's testing him, the only thing his heart rate responds to, and they brought this out of fucking Angels in the Outfield Left Field, she pulls out a fucking music box.
Oh, God.
A music box. And when she opens the music box, the music box plays the theme from Halloween. It plays a faster theme. It plays the Halloween theme, but faster.
No, it was a childlike.
Yeah,
it was a childlike version of that theme, and then I think even the authors was like, was there a childlike version of that theme? Like, yeah, it was like a very basic like ballerina box with the John Carpenter theme, but in a very light-hearted, like almost wholesome way. But I was like, and
it's trying to be meta, but it falls on its fucking face.
It's like, dude, I read that, I'm like, what the fuck?
It's the dumbest thing ever, and it comes into play later on. But Michael Myers escapes this.
That was but that was the time he's like,
so what ends up happening is Michael Myers escapes because he puts the shock collar on someone else.
This is where I start getting comical with it, because he starts hunting down the old motherfuckers from Golden Girls.
Yeah, like so that's how he straight up Wesley Snipes Demolition Man's this bitch. He puts the shock collar on somebody else. He turns it up. He explodes their brain, and then he somehow escapes the facility. He goes back to Smith's Grove. He kills a couple elderly guards or whatever. But he finds
it just says they kill people that used to work there. I felt like he was killing the Golden Girls. Thank you for being a friend. Like, he was whooping the ass.
But he finds a guest list for this huge documentary screening event. He finds the guest list, and it's got Tommy Doyle, it's got everybody on it, and he decides to go there. He finds a grip that's working there that dressed up as Michael Myers to fuck with Freddy, to play a prank on him.
They already did that.
That happened in
Resurrection.
In Resurrection, which the Freddy punked out Michael Myers, which was embarrassing. Fuck. But he gets his mask and he gets his jumpsuit from them, and then he hides behind the screen. But what's fascinating, he's behind the screen.
He's like, I'm so embarrassed. It's my own documentary.
He's behind the screen. Tommy Doyle gets it in a bathroom, which is so Scream 2. The whole thing is so Scream 2.
Dude, but he gets it from behind and he's killed, and the author is correct. It would have been way more effective if Tommy Doyle turned around and realized what was happening and had maybe a showdown or something. He's taking a wiener break, and then Michael Myers kills him, and he don't even know what the fuck happened. He's like, damn, somebody just came in and said, don't use my toilet, and killed me.
Something else fascinating about this, by the way, is Jimmy. Halloween 2's Jimmy.
Yeah,
the
that's
fucking
good.
creepy Jimmy, like, want me to get you a Coke? Everybody's wondering what happened with him and Jamie afterwards. His last name in this script is Lloyd. He is Jamie Lloyd's dad. This is just a treatment. So there's a lot of holes, there's a lot of plot holes, stuff that they probably would have filled out as things went along. But ultimately what ends up happening is there's a big penultimate scene where Busta Rhymes, he goes up on stage. Michael Myers rips through the screen. Michael Myers
Very Scream 2.
Scream 2, man.
100%.
He rips through the screen. He gets in a big fight with Freddy. And they're fighting. Michael Myers is about to kill Freddy off finally. And then all of a sudden the agent runs up with the music box. And this is one of the worst parts about this.
Yeah. I was like dying inside.
By the way, one of the best parts about this that we haven't mentioned yet is that the whole idea is that throughout the film, they were going to do cut-ins of interviews.
That would be cool.
That's a great idea. They were going to cut into the movie with documentary style interviews with Michael Myers' past victims. They would have talked to Tommy Doyle. They would have talked to all these characters.
Lindsay Wallace.
They would have had these conversations with them interspersed in the movie. That is a dope idea. But anyways, how it ends up happening.
Where's the ending, bro?
All those cool ideas. the music box from hell.
Oh, no.
She comes up with the music box and it plays the Halloween thing.
Okay, time out. If we're in the theater and we're watching this, okay,
shit my
and
pants.
we're having a roller coaster of a time because we've had some weird bad shit. I spit a lot right then. I hope you caught it on camera, okay? Because that's dripping fucking excellence. But we're having a great time and we're watching it, right? And we're like, yeah. And then this bitch comes out of fucking left field and she's got a fucking turn around. And then Michael goes,
every now and then I get
Michael
a little bit lonely.
Yeah.
Okay. Around.
And scene.
Yeah.
That's where you are right now. Michael's getting ready to do a rage fucking kill, and then this bitch comes out and goes, music box.
And then Michael gets distracted, and Freddy kills him with a piece from an old set.
It's awful.
He stabs Michael into the movie. Terrible, awful, no good, very bad. Bernstein Bears, awfulness.
Liar whore.
that was the idea for the end of it. But, and here's the biggest plot hole in it all, and the author did a great job of pointing that out.
He did.
If Meeker's in the audience, if Brackett's in the audience, if you've got this whole huge audience of people there who have been wronged by Michael Myers, and suddenly Michael Myers pops out behind the TV screen, none of them show up to help Freddy, none of them show up to do anything, they all just exit the theater, and it's just, and the only person with the balls to fight Michael Myers is Busta got you all a check Rhymes? No.
Gotcha check. Meeker and Brackett would be falling over themselves to take out the guy that killed their fucking daughter.
Yep.
Which they're still having PTSD moments about.
Bottom line, Halloween 25 as a whole, glad that it never happened. Could it have never happened? It was a terrible idea. There's too much bad shit in it. But there are silver linings in this. The documentary idea was cool.
It's cool.
There are parts about Michael being studied that are cool, even though overall...
as long as they did it right, yeah.
Yeah, but...
the reunion was cool.
The reunion was really... It was a cool idea. Not just the documentary style of interviewing these characters from the past.
It could have been awesome.
What's really cool is that if it could have worked, they could have really found a way to keep the continuity going.
And get the original actors and actresses back. Oh my God.
They could have done some really, really amazing, really cool things with that. But ultimately, the cornerstones of this are Freddy, which is a terrible idea to continue with, are the underground Jason X scenario, which is a terrible idea to continue with.
Yeah.
But if you take Halloween 9 and you pick it up from him opening his eyes in the morgue, there are so many places to go with that story. I would love to see them continue that storyline, but this ain't it. I think what we should do is actually we should go back to the drawing board.
Write our own script.
We should write our own script, which we won't, but we will make a video about what our Halloween 9 would consist of. So stay tuned for that. But also be sure, again, comment down below, make sure you're subscribed, and share your favorite Wham video of all time. Let
Smell
us know
it again.
Which video that... God, it's good. Smell it.
Oh, yeah.
Which video that is down below. And again, thank you so much to Dustin McNeil, to Travis Mullins for sending us a version of this to send to you guys. Comment down below where you shared it at.
What? They're getting that?
And we will send you a copy of this. Yeah.
Holy shit. You motherfuckers better comment.
That's what it is. That's a giveaway. So we love your fucking faces. And if you're new to the channel, click that subscribe button and get some goddamn Wham opinion.
Get some Michael Myers up in that butthole.
Danger, danger.
Yeah, goddamn.
Michael Myers ain't a soundbite.